Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? It's your girl Neek, and we are going to be doing the night scoop that was intended for last night. This morning, now it's morning time for me and Callie. It might not be morning still for you, but it's the morning for me. Okay. We are gonna do the night scoop that was intended for last night today. I am going to upload, like stream it here. And then at the end of this stream, I will open up the panel for you guys to chime in on the topics. So if you guys basically want to get in on the scoop, a lot of people said that they want to interact with the topics and things like that. I'm going to put the link in the chat. Okay. And once the link is in the chat, you guys can click the link and we can chime in on the topics. Now, I already basically pre-recorded the night scoop. Shout out to y'all in the chat. So I want to know how y'all want to do it. After every story, should I pause it to kind of bring you guys in to chime in on it? Or should I just play the night scoop all the way through that I already recorded and then get everybody's input at the end? What do you guys think? Do the night scoop all the way through and then we chime in at the end? Or should I open up the chat in between stories to allow people to chime in on the scoop? Again, the scoop is pre-recorded, so I've already gone through the topics. I'll play it, pause it, allow you guys to chime in, or play it all the way through and then let you guys chime in at the end. Okay? So many of you guys are saying to open the chat between topics. Okay, so we could do that. I can open up the chat in between topics, but the link is going to stay pinned to the top. Okay, so the link is going to be pinned to the top. If after I'm done with that topic and on the video, I say, okay, I'm about to move on. If I don't see anybody click the link to chime in on that particular topic, I'm going to just let it keep running through. Got it? Okay. All right, cool. So with that being said, let me put the link here to join the chat. And I'm also stalling time to allow people to come in, you guys. To join the chat, click the link. Boom. Let me put the link. All right, so boom, there we go. So here we go. This is the link. Let me go to pin it. I'm just trying to stall a little bit time to give people time to come on in because I did not announce that I was going to go live. So I'm trying to give people time to come on in, come on in. Let me basically pin this. Hold up. All right, let me pin this to the top. Pin message. Okay, if I have any moderators that is in the chat, I want you guys to, repost the link here and there so that people who are just now coming in, they know the link. Okay, got it? All right, cool. We could get started now. Let's get started, okay? Let's get started.
It's your girl Neek, and you're tuned in to Neek at Nite. And tonight I'm going to be giving you guys the night scoop and letting you guys know what's buzzing around the internet and what the talk is about today. Now, I know that this one is premiering in the morning Cali time, that is. But we're getting it together, okay? I just wanted to make sure I got one out to y'all and let y'all know what's going on. But before we get into Night Scoop and I tell you guys all of the things that's going on, I want to let you guys know that I am wearing 2 items off of my website. This is a Yes Daddy robe paired with the Humble Pie bodysuit, okay? I got cute, affordable prices on my website. Go to it right here, www.neekatnight.com, okay? And you can find some very cute goodies as far as pajamas, lingerie, adult goodies, and I even got stuff for going out to the club, nighttime wear, all of those goodies for you as well, because we are covering the night, okay? What goes on at night, Neek at Night is gonna have you covered, okay? You going out? Cool. You going to Netflix and chill? Cool. I got something cute, you know what I'm saying, for you over on www.neekatnight.com. Okay? Okay. All right, now that that's out the way, let's hop on into this night scoop and tell you guys what's going on around social media. Now, a lot of people have been buzzing about Kanye West and how he just had a listening party for the album Donda. Now, he named the title after his mother, and he basically did a surprise release. We first heard mention of this album by Justin LaBoy, and he basically was hanging out with Kanye. He basically went to his social media, was basically tweeting about how amazing the album was. Then we started to hear certain leaks about the album, how he set aside, 5,000 tickets for HBCUs, etc., etc. And then boom, there was this concert where, you can go to the concert and you could get some chicken tenders for $50. I believe it was like you could get some candy for $40. It just was outrageous. Kanye being Kanye. I'm gonna stay out of rich people business. It is what it is. In attendance to this listening party was also Kim Kardashian, who came to support with the children. She came with her, North, the whole squad. Kanye West had on his all red. Kim Kardashian had on her all red. And I'm just like, is this her telling us that I'm still a wife? I'm still a wife till it's over, because they definitely had the dress code down pack, okay? And in addition to Kanye West debuting his music for this Donda album and giving a surprise verse with Jay-Z, where everybody was like, oh my God, Jay-Z did a verse at 4 p.m. and then the verse made it to the listening party by whatever time he streamed it, and everybody was going crazy because of him and Jay-Z connecting. Well, in addition to that, he also got, I believe, the key to the city for Atlanta. Now, he is not an Atlanta resident. I don't know what philanthropy he's done in Atlanta. And I don't think that if you're not from there, I find it weird when states or, what I'm saying, they give keys to the cities to people that don't live there. I remember like one time that I think Atlanta again had gave like Cardi B one. It's just weird when it's like they should get recognized for where they're from and where they're doing philanthropy, my opinion. But let me show you guys him getting, I believe, the key to the city. We're going to see exactly what it is. I may be missaying it. I believe it's the key or a day or something.
That the city of Atlanta can convey on anyone. And it was Kanye West Day.
Kanye West Day. That's what it was.
My daughter's got to get in the sticker. Come on, hurry up. You got a red one too. Yeah, I do got a red one.
Everybody right here, right here.
Yes.
I just want to pause this real quick and say, the person recording, you had one job. You had one job. Zoom out so that it's not super shaky. You don't got to get all the way into her face. We get the picture. Zoom out a little bit. Hold your hand steady so that we can see what's going on if you gonna record. I'm just saying, you had one job, period. But it wasn't the key to the city. It was a day. And again, I feel like it's weird to have these things when they're not from there. Like, it makes sense in Chicago. It makes sense, like, where he's from and all of those things. But I'm going to try to bring it back and bring the volume up a little bit for y'all. But the person who was recording had one job.
The city of Atlanta can convey on anyone. And it was Kanye West Day in the city limits of Atlanta. My daughter's got to get in the sticker. Come on, hurry up.
Okay, and I stand corrected. When I was filming this, I did not know that he was born in Atlanta, so I stand corrected. Somebody in the chat said that he was born in Atlanta, and I just Googled it, and he was born in Atlanta. I definitely did not know this, so you learn something new every day. I stand corrected. It is what it is. If anybody wants to chime in so far on the Kanye West thing, click the pin link in the chat, and we are going to continue.
Yeah, I think I know. Everybody right here, this camera? Right here? Yes. Woo! Awesome. Thank you. That's the city of Atlanta.
Okay, so
West received Kanye West Day. I had it mixed up, but y'all get my drift. Do you feel as though artists should be able to get like declarated days for them in places that they were not born, in places that they are not doing? Well, I can't say that he's not doing charitable work in Atlanta, but I don't know. It just seems weird. Anyways, moving on. There was somebody who made an interesting statement as it pertains.
Again, I just want to clarify that he was born there, okay? So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I still feel like even though he was born there, he was not raised there. And I feel like I think that's another thing that a lot of people always misconstrue as well. They think that if they were born somewhere for a day, that's where they're from. I don't equate where you're from being to exactly where you were born. I feel like it's more so where you were raised. Like I live in California and I live an hour away from California. I mean, I live an hour away from Los Angeles. Okay. And it'll be a lot of people who were born in LA. They spent one day in LA. They spent their whole life an hour away where I live, kind of like, you know, off away from LA. And they'll sit there and claim that they from LA. Like, oh, I was born in LA. I'm from LA. Like, no, I feel like you're born where you were raised. So even still like being corrected on him not being born there, I still feel as though it should definitely be where you were more so raised and you spent majority of your time. That's just me. Oh, you said Cardi B got a Spirit of Detroit award. Right. I thought it was Atlanta too who did the Cardi B one, but I guess it was Detroit. Still, I felt like them giving her that in Detroit, I felt like that was weird as well. But since nobody has clicked on to chime in, we are going to move right along with the scoop.
To Kanye West and people continuing to pick and choose who they want to support as it pertains to a comparison between Kanye West and Chrisette Michele. Now, as you guys know, Chrisette Michele, she basically did a song something and she immediately got canceled by had it mixed up, but y'all get my drift. Do you feel as though artists should be able to get like declarated days for them in places that they were not born, in places that they are not doing? Well, I can't say that he's not doing charitable work in Atlanta, but I don't know. It just seems weird. Anyways, moving on, there was somebody who made an interesting statement as it pertains to Kanye West and people continuing to pick and choose who they want to support as it pertains to a comparison between Kanye West and Chrisette Michele. Now, as you guys know, Chrisette Michele, she basically did a song for, I believe, Trump's inauguration or something, and she immediately got canceled by the masses of the Black community. Nobody wanted to support her. She was canceled. But if you have somebody like Kanye West, who I guess entertains you more, you know, it's more acceptable. He did a full-on campaign for Trump. He's out there, you know, doing way more than Chrisette Michele did. And people still support him. So this Twitter user decided to bring that up and said, the way y'all give Kanye 1 million chances, less than, basically, like, that's out. Like I said, don't talk to me about cancel culture. Unless we lead with black women are most likely to be canceled because Chrisette Michele. Even I was disappointed in Chrisette's decision back in 2017, but the fact that people were done like completely with her based on one action, meanwhile, many continue to give Kanye chances after chance despite him bear hugging white, blah, 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 blah. So we seen him go full on campaign mode for Trump. He basically did way more than Chrisette Michele. He has had a lot of antics, a lot of theatrics. But, we live in a society that if you do a trade that I like, if you do if I like your music, I will overlook the foolishness that you do. If I don't really care for your music, then I'm just going to cancel you off of one stop. But Kanye West, even when he was trying to run for his own term, embarrassing the black woman who was coming up in the audience, and he just do all kind of stuff. And a lot of people give him chance after chance after chance. As long as they get to bop their head to a Jay-Z and Kanye collab, I guess all is forgiven. But we see that with a lot of artists. Do you think Mr. Preston Mitchum has a point? What do you guys think in comparison to everybody deciding to full on stop supporting Chrisette, yet continue to, support Kanye when he tells you who his allies are and he tells you who he's more, focused in interesting other than, the black community. Like he started out with, oh, this person don't like black people, but then he showed that, does he even really care? As long as you buy his sneakers, I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about it, and we're going to move on. Okay. So Keyshia Cole has finally opened up about the passing of her mother, Frankie. In a previous Nite scoop, I let you guys know that her mother, Frankie, had passed away. Her sister, Elite, has spoke out. One of Frankie's granddaughters has spoke out as well. And even Keyshia Cole's baby daddies, both her baby daddies, had also spoke out about the passing of her mother as well. A lot of people was wondering what Keyshia Cole had to say about it. They assumed that she was crushed because after all, this is, even though her mom didn't quote unquote raise her like normal, it's still her mom at the end of the day. This is the woman who birthed her. This is somebody who she obviously tried to save from the streets and somebody who she holds dear to her. So she finally opened up as to, speak about this, and she said the following. This is so hard, man. Can't really even find the words, shaking my head. I honestly don't know how to feel. You can never prepare for something like this, ever. But you will be missed. It's crazy because for weeks I've been quoting you. From the goose that laid the golden egg to calling Neffy shoes slow burners because they were bought scuffed up already. Your humor was unmatched. Naturally so funny. That's what I loved about your personality. We all did. I created this post to show my love and appreciation for your life, and I would like to thank my fans plus supporters, your supporters and fans, for being here with us during these hard times. And the love that you all have for us, the love for all your children was definitely felt. When you said all you want is to have all your children in one place at one time meant the most to you, and I'm completely down to do that for you. Even through our differences, we love you. I love you so much, Frank the Bank. So this was the first words that we heard basically Keyshia Cole speak about the passing of her mother. And she even went live with her family, and they were basically sharing memories of Frankie. And you could just tell, like, dealing with death is hard. I've seen a lot of people make comments, and I'm going to show you guys the clips in a second. But I've seen a lot of people make comments like, oh, I don't know how you could laugh at this time or how she could do it. Da, da, da. If you lost somebody, people normally who lose people are not crying 24/7 the whole day. Like, you go in and out. There's spurts. There's spurts where you're crying. There's spurts where you're remembering them and you're laughing and it goes in waves. Like, grief goes in waves. And I'm so tired of people saying what they could have or would have done if it was them and somebody they lost, And half the time when people speak like that, you could tell they ain't never really lost nobody because they would know how grief comes in waves. Like, I've come from a family where I've lost a lot of family members to gun violence and a host of other things. Like, I have a large family and I've lost a lot of people close to me, best friends, all kind of stuff, very near and dear to my heart. And I understand firsthand what it's like. So when I see people make comments like that, I'm like, have you even lost somebody for real? Is your grandmother the only person you lost? Because a lot of people, the only person that they lost in their life, be their grandma who probably was 100, who they knew the time was coming. Like, a lot of people be making comments and it's like, have you even lost somebody to make these types of comments to know what you would do? Probably not. But anyways, let me share some of the clips.
Your lessons, your love, and your vision. Though she was very intuitive.
She was keeping it real, no filter. You know, you need that in your life. Somebody who don't have a filter that's gonna keep it real with you. Ain't about to sugarcoat.
Come on. Right.
Period.com. She gonna tell you how it is, no matter what.
Right. Absolutely.
Shoes don't matter. She gonna tell you.
Right.
Yeah, never.
Meanwhile, you think the funny than the motherfucker about everybody. Listen, stop, man. Leave us alone. Leave me alone. Keyshia, you like your ears? No, I don't. Neither. I don't like my ears, and your ears are funny than my girl, get out of here. Don't make me self-conscious about my ears. Today.
To Frankie, though. Put your cups up. We love you. We're going to keep it lit every year, all day, every day.
July 19th. Frankie, we love you. We love your lessons. Your love.
Her own beauty the way you saw it. That's it. But the Frankie leg was lit. Now that
you feel me?
I want to do the Frankie leg. I'm going to do that shit. I'm going to learn that goddamn dance. I'm going to learn it. And me and my friends, my close friends, everybody that I love so much that I know loves me, we're going to do the fucking Frankie leg. You got me twisted. We're doing the Frankie leg. Period. Point blank. And so thank you. I'm going to say that one more time. Thank you, guys. I really did think it.
All right. Someone in the chat said that they are at Frankie Mom's house, and they said that her candlelight and balloon release will be tonight at 7 p.m. at San Leandro Marina. So if I don't know where that's at, is that somewhere in LA? San Leandro Marina, I guess there will be a balloon release if you guys are in the area of yeah, if you guys are in the area. I'm not sure exactly where that is. Let me see. Oh, Bay Area. Okay. That's in the Bay Area. So in the Bay Area, there will be a balloon release. Okay. Moving on.
And they decided to make a video where they were trying to convince.
Hold on, let me skip back a little. Hold it.
I don't know. Anyways, so I posted a video on my Instagram. If you guys are not following me on Instagram, be sure to go to my Instagram, Nite _, where I post a lot of different little clips. All the clips and things that I post on my Instagram don't always make it to make a video, but if you want to be up to speed on certain things that's going on, definitely go and give your girl a follow on Instagram, okay? Nite _. But anyways, a video that I posted is a YouTube group, and it's like a big YouTube page or whatever called JUBILEE. And they decided to make a video where they were trying to convince children about polyamory. And polyamory is the dating of multiple people. So if you are a person and you want to date multiple people, as many as you want, that's pretty much polyamory. So they decided to talk to 5 and 10-year-olds about this and try to convince them about polyamory. I'm going to play a little bit of a clip for you, and it's just really, I mean, every single day I'm just seeing more and more people targeting kids to be like engaged and worried about stuff that they do not need to be worried about. Like, why should a child who shouldn't even be focused on one boyfriend or girlfriend be now convinced that now they don't even need to be focused on one, but now you telling them that they need to weigh their options on having multiples and why that's a benefit? Like, education that matters, perhaps, like actual curriculum that they're going to use in life. Perhaps, you know, like take out some of the curriculum that we're never going to use, add in actual more life curriculum, take out all of the sex deviance that you're trying to pass on to them, and I feel like we'll have a better educational system. But it seems like every day it's a new school trying to target children. It's some type of new agenda, some type of new grooming, and I just don't understand. But let me share with you guys this clip right here.
Convince the kids better.
Hi, Naya. I'm Michelle.
Convince
How old are
kids
you?
about
I'm
polyamory.
10. You're 10. So are you going into 5th grade?
Yeah.
Do you know who your teacher is going to be this year?
Oh, I just started already.
You started already?
Yeah.
How old are you, Ty?
12. I like your tattoo.
Which one?
My neighbor Totoro.
You know My Neighbor Totoro?
Okay, so the kids are 5, 10, and 12. Okay, and this woman right here, I guess she lives a polyamorous life, and she is to teach them or convince them of such.
Yeah.
My name is Shawan. I'm 5 years old.
You're 5? When's your birthday?
I don't know.
So today I'm going to...
So a little girl who she can't even tell you her birthday. The girl don't even know her birthday yet. But yet y'all want to focus on telling her about dating multiple people. Anyways, this item right here, again, you can find both of these items on my website. This is Humble Pie on my website, and this is a Yes Daddy robe. Let's continue. Website is down there, but let's continue.
I'm going to talk to you about polyamory. Have you ever heard about that before?
No.
Polyamory? It's where you like have either 2 boyfriends or 2 girlfriends like that, or you get more.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Even if I have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, that I'm open to the possibility of connecting with somebody else.
What? Dad husband or dad husband? I don't get it.
Like in a... Hi, Naya. I'm Michelle.
Okay, so let's move on and let's continue.
Sometimes that works for people in polyamorous relationships. Like you might have 3 people who are all in a relationship together.
But what if he ends up catching more feelings for her than you? Yeah, you're not good for me anymore. Me and Susie, who I met last night, which you allowed me to date, yeah, we're leaving. Bye.
That's absolutely a possibility. Everybody is allowed to follow their heart in whatever way makes sense to them.
Okay. The kids. Let's talk about how the kids had more sense than the adults. The kids have more sense than these little birds.
So even though it would be painful that my partner might have stronger feelings for somebody else, I would want them to do whatever made them happiest.
All right. I guess. What made you want to date and go freaky with everyone?
It wasn't like a lightning bolt from God and all of a sudden I knew, but it was like I want to allow myself to be as close to my like authentic self as possible.
Okay. Say you were to get pregnant, how would you know who the father was? Because
sometimes that works for people.
He like, girl, if you got all these dudes, going up in there, how you gonna know who the pappy is? Oh, child. Ooh, child. Kids are a mess, but I mean,
But if you have 5 boyfriends on Valentine's Day, you would get 5 boxes of chocolate.
That's too much. I'll have a tummy ache.
I respect your choice, and I think that as you get older, you're going.
All right. So, what do you think about this whole, I guess, charade? Hold on, let me put my mic back in. What do you think about
where they are teaching polyamory to children, and why do children need to know about polyamory when they don't even need to be focused on one? Yet you trying to convince them about being focused on multiple. And to the parents, because if you go to JUBILEE, they write this statement because there was a lot of outrage about this. And they write this statement saying that, oh, well, all of the parents agreed to this and all of the parents consented, yada, yada, yada. But it's like, parents, like, why are you agreeing that your child needs to know this stuff? Now, as it pertains to race, identity, and things like that, I think that's important. I have conversations about my daughter's identity with her. She's very aware that she's a Black girl in this world. She's very aware of topics, and I feel like it's very important to have those types of conversations with your child, and you know, for them to have awareness about the realities of the world, because they are facing these things in their day-to-day, like things that impact them right now. Polyamory is not a subject that is impacting them right now. But if my child goes to school as a little Black girl, there might be little differences here and there that she may need to be aware of. You know, so I don't know. I just feel like certain conversations are not necessary. Certain things feel a little grooming in nature. And I just don't understand why schools are now, you know, I posted in a previous Nite Scoop where a school was giving condoms to fifth graders. And they said that it was for inclusivity or some crap like that. Not teenagers, fifth graders. And I'm just like, all of the stuff that has been targeting with children is just too much. I don't agree. Anyways, with that note, we're going to move on.
All right, there was somebody who clicked on, if you want to chime in on this topic, click the link before I move on. The link is down in the chat. It's pinned to the top. And it's also, I just posted it again. There was somebody who clicked on, and I don't know if you wanted to chime in on this particular topic. If nobody clicks the link on this one, then we will go ahead and move on. But I seen somebody click on, and then I was waiting till I was done to chime you in or cue you up to go. But if nobody wants to go, then I will continue. Somebody said, these people should not be talking to children about multiple partners. Teach them about their credit and how to save money and be successful. Exactly. Somebody said, but talking to kids about race is too much. Somebody said, they robbing the kids of their innocence. That should be a crime comparable to the R word. Someone else says they're overstepping. Another person says the kids are smarter. Black young man makes sense. He like girl. The entire thing is an unnecessary subject and should not be taught. Such unimportant ish. Someone else says work on the state capitals first. I think social issues like this one should be high school material only. Okay, so we're going to continue to move on. Y'all said y'all wanted me to pause in between and allow y'all to come on, but then y'all not clicking on. So I guess I'm gonna just let it just ride out the rest of the way, okay? Because I'm over here pausing stuff for people to come on, and y'all not coming on to chat. So we just gonna ride this thing out the rest of the way.
So there was this post right here posted by the Shade Room, and it was a female who, I guess she does nails, and she was able to practice on her man. And there was a lot of people who gave interesting dialogue about it. So I wanted to bring this to you guys, and I want to know, what is something that you've done to support your partner in their entrepreneurship or to meet one of their goals. To the fellas, would you be willing to be, you know, your hands used for, you know, a practice so that your girl can get her skills on fleek? Are you that supportive of a boyfriend? Ladies, what have you done to support your man? Fellas, what have you done to support your lady in her endeavors? And would you go as far as to doing something like this? A lot of people had a lot of interesting comments about it. But as you can see, the process, you know, he got the nails, she done filed it down. Then he, you know, got the full set on. And you know, he's supporting her, you know? I mean, I don't know. I could have sworn that you can buy those hands, like those plastic hands that people normally practice on. Like you can buy like those from like Amazon or like a cosmetic store. But hey, if she didn't have one of those and her man hand was available, what do y'all think? Let's talk about it down below. Moving on. So, Michael Blackson has decided to, I guess, propose to a woman that he is dating. And it was just very interesting. So, she posted, I had no idea this was going to happen. I thought he was going to ask me about side B's. And it said, Breakfast Club are my witnesses. I ate my vegetables for the day and said yes to carrots. So Michael Blackson proposed to his girlfriend, and in the interview, he talked about how they have made an agreement that instead of him messing with multiple girls a month, I guess he had way more side girls. Now that they are going to have a union, he has narrowed it down to being able to fool with one chick a month. Now, even one chick a month can throw off a woman's pH balance. I mean, y'all must got some strong pH balances out here, because the girls that be dealing with certain men, all of the people that they deal with on top of that, then they be dealing with y'all. I'm like, y'all must got pH balances of gold, because even one girl can throw you out of whack. But I mean, maybe her pH balance is out of gold. I don't know. But anyways, it says, meet the future Mrs. Blackson. Ladies, men look for loyalty regardless of what we put you through. Stay loyal to your man, because we are F-ups, but we will eventually do the right thing. Nothing good comes easy, so trust in God. And what's meant to happen will happen. So basically, he's saying, let me cheat on you. Let me stick my hoo-ha into their hoo-ha as many times as I'd like, but you remain loyal to me and only me, while I go around town slanging community dangling all over the place. And then one day, just one day after all of that, I may come back around and marry you. He said, I'm blessed to have Rada by my side. She's the definition of a great woman. Most of my haters will call her a gold digger, but believe me, Rada has never asked for a penny from me. She's very independent, and she's actually the one that takes care of me. Plus, I'm allowed a side chick a month. LOL. I mean, we are in 2021, and the dynamics of relationships are changing expeditiously, as T.I. would say. And there are interesting dynamics to relationships. And I mean, if that works for her, him being able to have one side be a month, if that is what works for their relationship, so be it. You know, I don't have an issue with that. My issue is him saying that, you know, stay loyal to me, have sex with only me, but I get to flaunt my thing around town. If we out here doing us, then let us do us. I just don't agree with that. I even had a conversation with one of my subscribers who was like, you know, if he was messing around with girls, he would only want that girl to mess with him, but he would like, it just don't add. It just, the logic that men have, it just never, it just, it don't be making sense. If we both doing us, if we coming together and we here for each other, while you have your one side a month, I'm gonna have my whatever I want a month as well. Period. Like, that's just how it go. But I mean, ladies, if y'all want to have these one-sided relationships and that work for y'all, and he could do what he want, but you can't, that's on y'all. But don't bring that shit to me. Anything you can do, I can do better. Okay? Anything you can do, I can do better.
What's your thoughts? Okay.
That's just how that's my only contingency. Like, whatever you could do, she should be able to do. But moving on. Anyways, so there was this clip of Yandy speaking to her, basically her adopted daughter, and they were having a conversation about how she sent her back to stay with her grandmother. So in the clip, they talk about how, I guess, the little girl started to date some boy, and Yandy felt like he was not a good look for the little girl. He felt like the girl started getting off course. She felt like he was a bad influence. And the boy, even to my knowledge, contacted TMZ, tried to leak info on Yandy and her family. And at that point, sis was like, you know what? At this point, I think they had made mention of like trying to call CPS on her and, leaking stuff to TMZ. At that point, it's like, do I want to keep a child that's not mine and put the children that are mine in danger? Or do I send you back to your grandmother and let her deal with it? I don't think Yandy was wrong. If I try to give you a loving home and I'm telling you, a person that you are dealing with is not a good look and they are bringing turmoil to my family and you are still dealing with that person, you have to go. You have to go. But there was a lot of people who was like in the comments and they were saying, oh, she's wrong for sending her back to the grandmother. Oh, she only wanted to get the little girl for clout. She only sent the girl back because of Mandisi. It was just all kind of stuff in the comments. And I'm going to just tell you, Yandy, if you ever see this video, I don't think you did nothing wrong. If she dealing with somebody that's disrespecting your home and it's putting your actual children in a bad spot to where they could be potentially leaking your business to TMZ, out of there. You wouldn't be in my house. I'm sorry. But I'm gonna play the clip. I'm gonna take it off so that I'm gonna take it off the screen so that VH1 don't flag you, girl. And I'm gonna just let the audio play and y'all could hear the audio.
In our house. When that person, everything was heaven in our house. When that person got involved in our life, it tore our relationship apart. Infinity was in a very toxic relationship with an older person. And as her mother, it is my right to say you are not allowed to date someone that much older than you. I said, Infinity, leave this particular situation and be with us completely and wholly.
Okay. So not only is she dealing with a knucklehead boy, but she's also dealing with a knucklehead boy who Yandy is saying is much older than her. So you have that element as well. In addition to her dealing with an older boy that is much older than her, let's listen to what else Yandy has to say.
We cannot mix the two. This person said, you leave infinity in hotels with your kid to go to clubs and shake your ass. No, I'm booked. I'm working. And she's 17. She could be there with my kids. I was a single mother. I don't know what's wrong with that. This person was going to try to get my kids taken from me and call TMZ. And I told you, and you still decided to do what you wanted to do?
Yes, I did make a decision. You wanted me to stop, and I chose not to stop dealing with that person. But just because I made a decision, did I deserve to be fed back to the wolf? Did I deserve to go live back with my grandmother?
Yes.
You sure in the hell did, under my roof. Yandy looked at her and said, yes. She looked at her and was like, yes. The girl said, even though I didn't listen to you, even though this person said that they were going to call the authorities on you, call TMZ on you, I chose to still deal with them. Even though I did that, does that mean I deserve to go back to my grandmother? You going today? The fuck?
Everything was heaven. Absolutely, Infinity.
Good to know.
This person was able to get into her brain and manipulate her to turn against us and made everything I do seem wrong. I said, Infinity, if you do this, you cannot stay under this roof. And behind my back, you did it.
I don't think that means, oh, like, you know, you got to treat me like I'm just a stranger. That shouldn't have resulted in that.
You were never a stranger.
If I was...
That's what's wrong with these kids today. That's not treating you like you're a stranger. That's treating you like you have consequences for your actions. That's treating you like, I told you that I'm not going for this. That's treating you like you still didn't listen, and now you have a consequence for your actions. Period. But, you know,
me and Skylar right now, you would not have done this on national television. I have nothing else more to say. This is actually really dumb to me.
Okay. And so the girl ended up, you know, getting up and walking away or whatever. And at the end of the day, accountability
is what a lot of people don't take. She does not, like these kids these days, and even a lot of adults, they don't have the accountability factor that they have to be accountable. Like, she isn't even understanding that she is accountable for the choice that you made. You were given a choice. Stop dealing with this person and remain under my roof. Continue dealing with this person and go. You continue dealing with that person, so your behind got to go. You need to be accountable for your actions and your choices. And you made a choice. And I don't think that, you know, a lot of people feel like, oh, if you